So wherever you are, come to seat, sit down, just take the opportunity to come into yourself and whatever that means to you today at this moment, because every day, you know, at the beginning of your practice, it means something slightly different. So at this time, just sit, take it easy, let everything kind of come into you. Connecting with, you know, however you feel physically, spiritually, mentally, energetically, because that'll guide you, you know, through the process as much as I do. So always be very aware of that. Wherever you are, take a deep inhale, and pause, and exhale all the air out. And then go ahead and take a deep inhale, and pause, and exhale all the air out. And deep inhale, and pause, and exhale. You need to move into whatever natural rhythm of your breath you're beginning to create. Whether it's fast or slow, long or short, steady, inconsistent, it's your breath, it's your purpose, it's your practice today. The more you understand the breath, the more you begin to understand yourself, the more you begin to create the connection between the physical, the mental, and spiritual. In the next number of breaths, make your way back to downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and step right back whenever that kind of comes to you. When you get there, be pretty animalistic. So, you know, bend the knees, bend the elbows, shake the butt, shake the hips. Find a little bit of space in your body. Don't work through, you know, kind of the stiffness. And then move into a moment of stillness, a moment of connection to where you are. Lifting from the fronts of the legs, letting the legs be the driver for the posture. So again, the arms, they're consistent, they're steady, they're connected, and the legs are driving length into the pulse. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale, ripple forward to plank pose. Reaching the chest way out in front of you. I say it's often, but the first plank pose of the day always kind of sucks, so, you know, the more you can feel it out, you need to understand how the wrists feel today, how the arms feel. You need to probably put the first bit of work into your arms in the day, and whenever we work from the arms, heat builds, and it builds from the hands into the shoulders, right into the head, and that kind of makes us a bit hot-headed at times. So again, always be very aware if you're only working from the arms. Heat always rises, and it rises to the simplest place it can, right? So that's just up, and directly up from the arms is obviously the head. Exhale, sweep it back to downward facing dog. Inhale again, ripple forwards, a plank pose. Try and hide the heart all the way to the top. And then move the chest through. Squeeze the fronts of the legs, press actively into the toes. Exhale, sweep it back to downward facing dog. One more just like that again. Inhale, rippling forward, meaning to wake up the front body. Waking up the back body as well. So often in yoga, I mean, one of my teachers says this, that when you want to think about a plank pose, you want to think about your body as two continents. One, the front body, where the continent is drifting up from the feet in towards the chest. The other, the back body, where the continent is drifting down from the shoulders towards the heels. When you visualize that, you really begin to create kind of this circular path of energy in your body that keeps everything connected. Exhale, sweep it back to downward facing dog. Slowly walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Bend the knees a little bit, opposite hand grabs, opposite elbow, gently sway side to side just a bit. And exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands reach up, fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Slowly walk the hands all the way up. Reach through the thumb and the index finger towards the top of the mat, finding length through the inside of the hand. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Try and balance the hips. Reach through the heel to get longer. Try and create a connection between the right palm and the right heel. On the exhale, bring the right knee up to the right tricep. Create the connection. Reach the chest out a bit. Try and drop the hips, but keep the knee and the heel lifting. Set the right foot down in between the hands. Rise up onto the fingertips. Pull the chest out. Press actively into the left toes, reaching. Finding more and more length. Keep pressing actively into the left foot. See how much lift you can get of the left hip. Good. Slowly walk the hands out just a little bit longer. Again, rolling the shoulders back, reaching the heart out. Beautiful. Then from there, slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, press actively into the left palm. Reach the right hand up to the sky, casually twisting. Breathe into the length of the low back here. Keep wrapping the left shoulder underneath the body, reaching the chest down in front of you. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Pull the right leg back straight, folding over the right shin. Moving into a very introverted position. Letting the heart just casually fold over. Going inside yourself to gain information, to gain a connection, to gain an understanding of how your body's moving in space. Bend the right knee. Reach the hands back behind you in the western direction and grow, rise all the way up to lunge. Pull the belly button in, pull the ribs. In fact, bring your hands to the ribs and press the ribs back. And as the ribs go back, see if you can move the ears back in space. And then see if you can sit a little deeper into the right knee. Don't worry about the left knee bending, just keep pressing actively into the left toes. Reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank pose. Take an inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, rise plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, drop down to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. And exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. For the record, that's how Vinyasa, that's how Vinyasa all class. If you don't want to do it, don't worry about it, do your own thing. But I think that feels a little bit better. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Again, reaching through the left heel to get long through the front of the leg. Press into the left palm and create a connection between the left palm and the left heel. Try and find balance in the low back. On an exhale, sweep the left knee up to the left tricep. Again, reach the chest out. Try and lower the hips, but lift the left knee higher. Press actively into those right toes. Set the left foot down in between the hands. Good. Walk the hands out a bit longer. Keep reaching the chest towards the wrist. It's so easy to hide the heart here, but don't let the heart hide. This is a pose that's meant to be extroverted, again, with the heart extended. So let that take place. Press actively into the right toes. Notice it's so easy to drop the hip. Can you keep it lifted? Beautiful. So you need to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press actively into the right palm. Sweep the left hand up to the sky, getting longer. Soften the shoulders, reach the heart out. Close the left eye, try and spot the left thumb with the bottom right eye. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Pull the left leg back straight, folding over the left shin. Going simply into yourself. Grounding through the right heel. It doesn't need to touch the floor, but feel the action of the right leg pulling back, the heart folding over the shin. Bend the left knee. Reach the chest out. Hold the belly button and reach the hands back behind you. And then rise to lunge. Lengthening through the fingers, pressing actively into the right toes. Just like we've done side one, bring your hands to your rib cage. Press the rib cage back. Notice how easy it is to find that. Keep the belly button pulling up, keeping the rib cage in. Then reach the hands up to the sky, creating that stacking effect. Notice how my right knee is bent here. That's just fine, but we just want to keep pressing actively into the right toes because that's going to create strength and space in the hip flexor. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank pose. Take an inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, rise plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, drop down to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. And exhale all the way back to downward. Facing dog. Again, feel grounding through the inner hand, reaching towards the top of the mat. Beautiful. So the thumbs don't necessarily reach towards each other. Instead, they reach towards the top. Good. Inhale, Lift the heels, bend the knees, look long, step, walk, float, fly to top of mat, whatever you choose to do. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, hands reach out, fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Catch the left wrist with the right hand, lean to the right. Stretching the side body. Lift the right rib cage in towards the left to create more of an arching shape. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, back to center. Catch the right wrist with the left hand, lean to the left. Lifting, lifting. So instead of thinking about just folding, think about the left rib cage lifting into the right, creating the space. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step just the left foot back long. Drop the left knee down, sweep the arms up to the sky. Pull the right hip back, press the left hip forward. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, pull the right leg back straight. Bend the right knee, reach the chest out, pull the belly button in, bind the hands behind the back, right thumb on top of left, squeeze the palms together, reach the chest out, press actively into the left toes. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Chasing the back of your left heel with the bind. Maybe opening the heart a little bit by opening the chest. Stay connected through the midsection by pulling the belly button in. Again, it's challenging for some of us to lean back because leaning back means going into our past, going into our memories. Sometimes it's not a pleasant place to be, but you want to find the ability to touch that area of your mind, to touch that area of your life because it's connected. It's what's brought you to this moment. Find your way back to center. Reach your hands up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lean the chest out, hold the belly button in, drag the left foot up, straighten the right leg, so it's almost like you're in standing splits. Good, but the chest is leaning out in front of you. Reach through the left heel, keep that long, bring the hands to heart, rise up. Warrior 3. Keep reaching through the left heel. You can have the hands at the heart, you can have the hands by the hips, or you can extend the arms. Whatever feels good to you. Beautiful. Slowly, hands to floor. Bend the right knee, step the left foot back, press into the palms. Step the right foot back to plank pose. Press actively into the left hand. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot, reach the right hand up to the sky. Vashisthasana, side plank. Lift your hips high, get active. Reach through the thumb, ground into the inside of the palm. Beautiful. You might want to reach the right arm overhead. You might want to look up. Challenging the balance in some capacity. Exhale, right hand to floor. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Reach the left hand up to the sky. Vashisthasana, side 2. See if you can keep lifting that space just above your right hip bone. See if you can keep the right shoulder over the right wrist. See if you can keep reaching through the right thumb. Again, exploring a connection to your body awareness. The more of a connection you find to the body, the more of a connection you create with the mindful action attitude in your body. Maybe reach the left arm overhead. Beautiful. Left arm back up to sky. Exhale, left hand to floor. Take an inhale there. Exhale, just knees, chest, chin, drop down. Float the feet. Reach the hands back behind your back. Bind the hands, right thumb on top of left. Press the palms together. Try and lift the bind away from your butt to the very best of your ability. Exhale, release. Place the hands behind the chest. Release the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Feeling that new sense of space in your body, maybe the imbalance between the right and the left, the masculine and the feminine. Right now we'll begin to move towards the direction of balancing that out. Reach through the thumbs. Look long, lift heels, bend knees. Walk, float, fly to top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach tall, grow tall. Fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot back long. Drop the right knee to the floor. Sweep the arms up. Open the chest. Lengthen through the fingers. Lift from that space just below the sternum. Curving up towards the sky. Keep spinning the right hip forward. Lengthening through the fingers backwards. Exhale, hands to floor. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee and pull the left leg back straight. Water falling over. Yeah. Moving inside yourself to build the space, the flexibility to deal and to exist in the world. It's very challenging. You need to be flexible, you need to be strong. That's one of the biggest benefits of this yoga practice. But sometimes you need to go inside yourself to build that strength. Bend the left knee, reach the chest back out, moving into the world. Moving the heart, moving back into the ego. Reach the hands back, bind the hands behind your back. Left arm on top of right, squeeze the palms together. Chase back with the chest leading out in front of you. Press actively into the right toes. Pull the belly button up. And then begin to rise. Growing tall. Chasing the back of your heel on the right side with the bind. Rolling the shoulders back. Again, very challenging to go into the back body. For some of us, again, not even because of the physical, but because of the mental. Understanding, finding that awareness. Exhale, release. Hands to float. Press into the left heel, reach the chest out, ground into the left heel, drag the right leg up. Floating the right foot off the ground, reaching through the heel behind you. Hold the belly button up. Hold as you are here. Or begin to bring the hands to heart center. Floating up to a variation of Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Reaching through the right heel, pulling the left leg up instead of backward down. Can you play, can you stage, not to the heel, not to the toes, but to the middle of the foot. Beautiful. Exhale, fold over. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back. Press into the palms. Step the left foot back. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, lower to chaturanga and hold. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Inhale, rise to plank on 1. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Drop down to the floor. Bind the hands behind the back. Left thumb on top of right. Float the feet. Chase the space above the shoulders. Try and keep the shoulders away from the ground. Exhale, release, hands to floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Press into the palms. Look long, lift heels, bend knees. Walk, float, fly to top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Hands reach up. Fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the hands up. Sit the hips low, Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. Pull the shins back. Press the low back through. Squeeze the ribs in. And reach the hands higher. Good. See if you can get active in the bottom side of your legs. A lot of times again, we're only working the front. Can you work the back? Work the hamstrings. In fact, touch them lightly. See if you can feel this pulling action. It's like pressing the shins forward, but pulling back. Sitting deeper, finding the connection. Beautiful. Straighten the legs and fold over the top. Wiggle the feet out to hip width distance apart. Bend the knees a little bit. Curve the chest outside the hands underneath the feet. Press the toes into the wrist creases. Adhastasana. Lean the chest. And exhale, pull down. Inhale, halfway lift a bit with the hands underneath the feet. Exhale, pull down again. Recommitting. Press the shins forward slightly, but pull the kneecaps up. Feeling the strength through the legs that leads to the flexibility. Exhale, release. Wiggle the big toes to touch. Rise up onto the toes. Sit the hips low onto the backs of the Achilles tendons. Reach the hands back behind you to lift the heart. Roll the shoulders back. Reach the hands up to the sky. Hold the belly button in. Reach the arms out in front of you. Knees go slightly wider than rib cage. Create connection between knee and tricep, tricep and knee. Bend the elbows slightly, begin to pull the chest up and out. Palms facing the sky for the moment. Flex your biceps, look at them. Feel your power, feel your strength. Good. Spin the hands down to the floor. Lean into the hands. Bakasana crow pose. Just hold the crow. Bent arms or straight, it does not matter. Be here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Set the feet right back down. Rise to chair pose. Grow into it. Get longer. Good. Rise onto the toes. Going to another round of crow. Lean out in front. Create connection between knee, tricep, tricep, knee. Pull everything out. Feel the extension of the heart, the extroverted nature of the posture that makes it accessible. Good. If you're very fluent in crow pose, pull the left knee to the middle and see if you can swing the hips to the outside of the elbow. Back to center. Set the feet down. Chair pose. Rising back up. Growing tall. Squeezing the midsection. Last round of crow here. Rise onto the toes. Sit the hips low and back. Knees, triceps, triceps, knees. Roll the shoulders, pull the heart out. Lean in. Float the hands off the ground. Again, if you're fluent in crow, right knee to middle and swing those hips up and wide. Slowly back to center. Set the feet down. Rise to chair. Straighten. Lift the heart up, reach the hands back. And exhale, fold. Whew, that's hard. Feel the simple nature falling over the body, the waterfalling effect. Letting everything just hang heavy. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Press into the left palm. Sweep the right hand up to the sky. Keep the left knee lifted if you can. Finally through the crown of the head. Good. On the exhale, the right hand comes back to the floor. The left palm flips up. Bring your gaze into your left hand, looking at the lines of the palm like a palm reader. Then follow that left hand all the way up to the sky. Exhale, twist left elbow to outside of right leg. Coming as deep into the revolved twist as you can. Pressing actively into the palms, reaching through the crown of the head. Pressing into the toes. Open the arms if it's accessible to you. Trying to play the left hand to the outside of the right knee, the right foot. Can you do that and still keep the lowering of the hip, the pressing into the toes, the spinning of the chest up to the sky, the gaze towards the right thumb with the bottom left eye. Inhale, rise up to lunge. Grow tall. Twist back to center. Shorten this stance and straighten the right leg. Flip the hands to fists behind your back or reverse namaste, whatever feels good to you. Roll the shoulders, lift the heart, press the palms, then exhale, waterfall over the shin. Exhale, release. Mini bend in the right knee, lean the chest out, roll the shoulders back. Press into the right heel, lift the left leg up to the sky. Pulling the belly button up and in. Good. Inhale, rise up to warrior 3. Defy gravity again. Hands at heart or hands extend. Exhale, fold back down to standing splits. Option for handstand if you play with it. If not, just step back in Vinyasa. If you can handstand, try and hold the L. Then move the feet together. If you're even more advanced in your handstand and you want to lower to arm balance, Pull the right knee into the chest. Begin to lower down towards Ekapada Bakasana. And then move to your Vinyasa. Moving back into your breath, reaching through the thumbs, feeling the grounding action, the hugging of the forearms, the lifts of the fronts of the legs. Very nice. Look long, lift heels, bend knees. Walk, float, fly to top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, growing into your place, growing into your position at this moment. Finding a bit more length. Exhale, hands to heart. Centering the body, centering the mind. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot back long. Keep the right knee lifted. Reach the chest out. Press actively into those toes. Right hand underneath the shoulder. Spin. Reach the left hand up to the sky. Exhale, left hand back to the floor. Flip the right palm so your gaze goes into your right hand. Looking at all the intricacies, all the creation of it. And then follow the right hand up to the sky with the eyes, with the vision. See how much length you can create, like a backward C shape on the right side. Beautiful, and exhale, twist, right arm to outside of the left leg. Pressing actively into the right toes. Palms pressed together first. Reach through the crown of the head, spin the left shoulder up. Awesome. From there, maybe open the arms, right hand to floor. Left hand reaches. Again, try and close the left eye. Look up towards the left thumb with the right eye. Inhale, twist up to lunge. Growing tall. Shorten the stance, bring the right foot in closer, drop the right heel, anchor to the outer edge of the right foot. Bring the hands again, fists pressing together, or reverse namaste behind your back, whatever feels more comfortable. Either way, spread the chest wide. Choose a variation that allows you to spread the chest, to stay long. And then exhale, fold over the left shin, pulling the right leg back. Find that pressing in. Find the lift of the right leg away from the back of the left heel. Allow the head to fold. It's nice to let your body round here, but if you want to stay with the long low back and not round, also a very good option. Exhale, release the hands. Mini bend in the left knee, reach the chest out. Pull the belly button up, drag off the left heel to find your warrior three. Taking off, moving right into the posture. Reaching through the right heel, pulling the belly button in. On the exhale, defies gravity by moving slowly down to standing splits. Play your hands flat to the floor. Again, vinyasa or handstand if you like it. Whether it's a hop or a press. Moving smooth and connected into the movement. Breathing into your space of it all. Understanding it's about the process, it's about the journey, the understanding how the body moves. That makes it interesting. If you're in handstand, begin to vinyasa, maybe arm balance. Knees just chin. We'll all meet back in the dog. Rolling the shoulders, lifting the heart. And then exhale, find your way back. Reach through the thumbs. Casually drop the knees to the floor, keep the toes tucked. And sit back, mat failure. Sit back on your heels. Really nice, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly button up and away. Reach your right hand up to the sky, bend the right elbow. Either catch your right elbow with the left hand or sweep the left hand behind the back, catching the hands for Gomukhasana bind. Wrap the right tricep forward. Try and keep everything square to the front of the mat. It's so easy in this pose to get very discombobulated in all kinds of crazy ways. Don't chase that. Again, the aesthetic isn't worth the action. The process is worth the action. The journey, the understanding. It's all what is necessary in the practice, right? Everything physical is relative. Entertaining, fun, enjoyable, mindful, but relative. If you'd like to round, feel free.
Inhale, rise back up if you rounded.
Reach the elbow up. Exhale, release. Switch your side. And try and take whatever variation you took on side one. Feeling everything square to the top. Feeling the lift of the belly. You've been sitting on your toes for this long, your shins are probably on fire. Feel free to change. Or maybe you sit with it. Stay as you are here, or again, begin to fold to challenge the bind.
Inhale to rise back up.
Release the hands. Bring the palms to the lap. Roll the shoulders a few times. Good. Drop the forearms to the floor. Dolphin pose. Hold the dolphin. If you fancy forearm balance, feel free to let it become a reality. For this variation of dolphin, have the hands, elbows, and shoulders all in a nice clean line. Like two parallel roads. Like an equal sign. If you're inverted, come back down. You're in the dolphin. Everyone walk the feet a little bit closer, and then see if you can shake the butt a few times and sweep it right to chaturanga. From chaturanga, lower all the way down to the floor. Open the right arm up like a T, press into the right palm, and roll onto the right shoulder, opening that back. You can bend the feet, set them up like bridge pose, Sati Bandhasana. Slowly twist back to center and take the other side so the left arm extends, hand and shoulder in line, rolling onto the left. Try and take the same variation you did on the first side. Do a nice twist back to center. Place the hands like you're preparing for upward facing dog. Squeeze the palms in, or squeeze the elbows in. Roll the shoulders back, ground the tops of the feet down, even the pinky toes, pull the belly button up. And then inhale to rise. Finding your up dog. Beautiful. And then exhale, sweep it back to down dog. From there, drop the knees to the floor again, sitting back on the toes. Roll the shoulders back, pull the belly button up. Reach the hands up to the sky, get long. Lift the heart up towards the base of the wrist, find more length. Then press the palms together. Keep the elbows at shoulder width distance. Drop the elbows to the floor, find dolphin pose. With the palms pressing together. A bit more space for the shoulder. Needs a bit more stabilization time. Press actively into the feet, trying to tilt the tailbone up to the sky more. Good. And stay as you are here. It won't be too long of a hold. Or take the inverted posture. Oh, shorted it. That's terrible. Find your way all the way up. Know that happens no matter how long you've been doing this stuff. Sometimes you miss. It's okay. It does not matter. It's the process. It's the journey of it all. That makes it fun. That makes it worthwhile. And then wherever you are, slowly find your way back to the dolphin pose. Blow your hands back out the shoulder width distance. See if you can sweep it to chaturanga again. Maybe less butt shakes this time. Sweep it right to chaturanga. Inhale, rise plank. Oh, it's tough. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Drop down to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, lower to locust pose, prep. Reach the heels back to reach through the toes. Squeeze the inner ankles together, float the feet, pull the belly button up away from the floor. Reach the hands back behind you. Keep the heart leaning out, trying to get longer. Reach the hands out in front of you. Place the fingertips on the floor. Roll the shoulders back and pull the fingers back towards you to get more height, more action through the back. And then with each breath, to try and lift more and more fingers off the ground, so maybe just the thumb is down. So tough. Way to stay with it. Exhale, release everything to the floor. Prepare for bow pose. Bend the knees. For this round, let's catch the feet from the inside. Try and catch the ankles if you can. Stay active, roll the shoulders back. And then kick to lift the heart up and away. Try and find balance through each foot. Try and keep lifting the belly button away from the floor. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Fold down. Press back to child's pose. Letting everything simply ground. Have the knees together so you can just waterfall over the fronts of the legs. Finding a stillness. Again, you've worked hard to this point in the practice. We're all probably sweating a good amount here, so just let that take place. Beautiful, and when you're ready, find downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to rib cage, right knee all the way up to the forehead. Set the right foot down in between the hands. Wiggle the right foot longer out in front of you. Reach the chest out a bit. So the right foot is in front of the right knee. Good. Then drop the left knee to the floor. If you have a strap, this is a handy time to use it. If not, you'll be just fine. So the non-strap variation, right foot forward. Keep pressing the left hip forward. Bend the left knee, catch the left foot with one or both hands. Kick back, lift the heart. Okay. Strap variation, you could reach back for the left foot with the strap, loop it in there. Nice big loop of the strap makes it easy. And then just begin to walk your hands back down the strap. Squeeze the elbows in, keep lifting the heart high. Really nice. Exhale, release. Half splits or full splits. So maybe just sit back on your heel. Ugh, mat dribbles. Keep it casual. Fold over the leg. Rebalancing out all that effort. Bend your right knee, rise back up into the low lunge. Lift the left knee off the ground. Pull the belly button up. Press the palms flat. Good. Roll on to the top of the left foot. So the toes are now untucked. And then you're going to straighten the right leg and pull the left knee to the chest and see if you can lean into your hands a bit. And maybe the right foot floats off the ground, maybe it doesn't. Don't worry about it. Just feel the left knee dragging and pulling in. So lean into your hands and maybe you find the inverted posture. Good. And then from the handstand or just from the standing splits variation, both feet to the floor. Bend the knees, sit the hips, low chair pose, reach up, grow tall. Get longer, soften the shoulders. Press the palms together, take an inhale up top, exhale left elbow to outside of right leg, twisting. Spin the right shoulder up, reach through the crown of the head, get longer. Beautiful. If you want to use your right hand to help your side body get a bit deeper, feel free to keep trying to stay long. It's very easy in a twist to shorten. Find more and more space. Good. If you want to play the hands to the floor for side crow, feel free to let that become a reality. Try and keep the right hip free of body parts. Sweep through the feet. Good. Then wherever you are, you're going to have the left foot at the top of the mat when you transition and the right foot at the back. Sitting up for wide leg forward fold. So if you're in side crow, the right knee pulls in, right heel pulls to the butt, then the left foot steps to the top, and the right foot steps wide. Pivoting out to a wide leg forward fold. Stay long in the low back here. Bend the knees, move out of the hip flexors, and then feel the fold take place. Good. If you want to grab the big toes, feel free. Might be nice to really pull down here. Feel a bit of that action in the body. If you like to invert, feel free. I think I've done enough inversions for the moment, but if you have a little traditional headstand or handstand practice, you want to throw it in the mix, that might feel nice. We'll be here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, if you're inverted, slowly the feet back to the floor. If you have the toes or walk the hands back, slowly hands underneath shoulders. Then begin to walk the hands towards the front left foot, bending the left knee. Wiggle the right foot back a bit, and magically, you're inside too. So, again, you're going to bend the right knee, drop it to the floor, have the left ankle in front of the left knee, rise on up, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly button. And again, you're going to reach back for the right foot, this time with one or both hands, catching. Right? Keep pressing the right hip forward, keep pulling the left hip back, that will balance everything out. Or you're going to use the strap, right? Reaching back for the right foot with the strap in the left hand will make it more accessible. Then you'll spin, wrap the elbow up, and begin to walk the hands down the strap, getting into the shoulders, pressing the hips forwards, pulling the belly button up. Again, allowing yourself the opportunity to go into your back body, to go into your past. So often when we look forward, we look to the future, we look to what's ahead of us, right? We need to look into the past a bit, understand where we came from, understand where we're going, because that's what keeps us in the present moment. Exhale, release. Half splits. Or full splits if you have it. I took a half splits on side one, so I'll take it again here. Sitting back on the heel. Folding over the front leg. Reaching out. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Find your way back up to that low lunge. Left knee bent, press into the right toes, lift the knee off the ground. Good, then make sure you have a little bit of space at the top of the mat so your palms can play flat, because you really want to stage it that way. That's the key to the success here. So again, the palms come flat, you roll onto the top of the right foot. Then you're just going to pull that right knee into the chest as you straighten the left leg and hope you can find some leaning, right? Hope you can find a little bit of lightness in the left foot. So grounded left heel, pull the right knee in, and float it right up off the ground. Again, if you want to hop, feel free. This will be one of our last inversion opportunities for the practice. Be here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, the feet slowly, all the way back down. Bend the knees, sit the hips low. Rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeezing the legs, pulling the shins back, lifting the heart up. Press the palms here, take an inhale. On the exhale, sweep right elbow to outside of left leg. Extend the crown of the head out, sit the hips back. In revolve chair, you can always keep reaching the left knee forward. The more the left knee goes forward, the more length you'll find. You swing the left shoulder back. Very nice. Stay as you are here. Or, if you fancy side crow or opening the arms, feel free to let that become a reality. The palms go flat. You're going to extend the legs out. Try and keep the left arm free of body parts here. Oh, there's my butt in the camera. Good. You know we're going to wide leg forward fold. So bend the left knee. Squeeze that to the butt. Bend the right foot a little bit so you can find the top of the mat. Press into the right foot and step the left foot back wide. Folding over. Allowing yourself the simplicity of the fold. The casual nature of it. Maybe this time you grab the toes. Maybe you take another inverted posture. Really playing into what feels good to you at this moment in time. Be where you are for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, the feet slowly come back down to the floor. The hands walk out underneath the shoulders. Walk the hands towards the front right foot, sitting deep and long. Good, wiggle the right foot wider, and then step the left foot wide to squat. Try to point the toes forward, reach the hands out. So toes and knees point in the same direction no matter what. Roll the shoulders back, breathe into your space. Get a little bit bouncy. One of my teachers still does this all the time. He's very into the bouncy. Slowly sit the tailbone to the floor, Ardha Navasana. Extend the legs out, reach the hands out. Reach through the heels, roll the shoulders back. Just hold here. Centering the front body, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, set your heels down. Lift your chest up. Press the top of the left leg down towards the floor. Really feel that action. Then reach the right leg wide. Then bend the right knee out. So you're sitting with the right leg back behind you. Ground the top of the left leg down, and then just begin to fold over the left leg. So the right toes point towards the back of your mat and away. Really nice stretch to isolate the hamstring to allow you to find the center. And we've done a lot of pretty challenging things in this practice. Very focused, very challenging. So let that kind of come into play here, your understanding of it, and also just the simpleness of this posture. The simplicity of it all. I say this a lot, but everything is as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. You can make things more complicated You can make things easier for yourself. It's your choice. You have so much opportunity to make choices. And so you always want to make sure, or do your best to make the choices that serve you, but also serve your environment, serve your relationships, because that's such a key part of our lives. Inhale, rise back up. Roll onto the left side, swing the right leg forward. You're just going to switch it out. So roll onto the right side, swing the left leg back, point the left knee back, try and ground the inside of the left ankle down, and then fold over the right shin. Really feeling the grounding effect. Keep reaching the chest out in front of you. Slowly walk the hands back, roll onto the right side, swing the left leg forward, have the left heel close to the butt, cross the right ankle in front of the left. So if we're going to go back to down dog, you can pick up, you could rock and roll front to back, a climb or 50, whatever feels good to you, but we'll eventually make it back to down dog vinyasa or not. So take a moment, place the hands, place the feet, maybe do your rock and rolls, and begin to make your transition back. Press actively into the palms, reaching through the thumbs, getting longer. We're going to hop right back through where we came from. So look long, lift heels, bend knees. Walk or float through to a seat. Extend both legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. And exhale, fold over the shin. Reach the chest out. Work to grab your feet if you can, but know that grabbing the feet is really 100% how you're built, right? So if you have long arms, a long torso, or short legs, it's much easier to grab your feet, plain and simple, right? That's sheer physics and skeletal structure. It has nothing to do with flexibility. Remember, keep pulling the knees up towards the hips, and maybe a light press of the calves towards the shins. Good. Exhale, release, roll the shoulders back. Set for tabletop pose, so hands behind the back. If you can't press the top or the bottoms of the feet down with the legs straight, just bend the feet or bend the knees a little bit so you can press tops of the feet down. Roll the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, and lift the hips up to the sky, opening the chest. And exhale, release, sit right back down. Reach the hands forward, heels towards butt, hold the belly button, and slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Preparing for Satya Bandhasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Bridge or wheel. When you get there, set yourself up. Ground into the heels. Pull the shins back to lift the hips high. Place the palms flat. Pull the belly button up. And rise to wherever you need to go. We'll be here for just 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, slowly lower down. Take a moment, connect with where you are. We have 2 more rounds here, 2 more back bends. So you really be whatever you want to be, whatever you feel more connected to at this time. Or wherever it is, place hands, place feet, and rise up, grow into your space. Maybe into deep in the back bend. If you're in the wheel, by walking the hands towards the feet, or the feet towards the hands. Playing with your practice, exploring. You need to work the edges, not to push the physical, but to connect with yourself, with your body awareness, so you have more knowledge of you. So often in the practice we go through a place where anxiety comes up. Instead of anxiety, gain information, gain insight, Get more out of your physical actions than just physical results. Exhale, slowly lower to the floor. Taking a moment. Last round, place hands, place feet. Inhale to rise. Squeeze the arms in. Lift the hips up. Really breathe in. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, lower it all down. Find Supta Baddha Konasana, feet pressed together, knees spread wide, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Again, taking the moment to assess how you feel. How do those back bends influence your mind, influence your body? Sometimes back bends are invigorating for people, other times back bends are calming. We're all different, we're all built differently, created differently. So beginning to understand how the poses have an influence on you is really crucial to the mindfulness of the yoga practice. Reach the feet up to the sky, reach through the toes, reach through the heels. Reach the hands up towards the feet, balancing the front and the back body actions. Squeeze the legs, reach through the hands, beautiful. Hold here, try to touch those toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, slowly release back down. Open the arms up like a T, cross the right leg over the left. Maybe wrap it around all the way like eagle legs, and then drop the legs over to the left side. Looking into your right palm. Then calm with the deep twist, letting it be restorative. Maybe bring your left hand to the top of the right leg and press the right leg towards the top of the mat. Trust me, it's a really nice personal adjustment you can give yourself. You begin to lengthen your low back quite a bit. Slowly inhale back to center. Unwrap the legs, wrap the left leg over the right. Good. Casually twist over to the right side. Again, looking to the left palm. Bring the right hand to the top of the left leg and press the left hip towards the top of the mat. Inhale back to center. Unwrap the legs. Time to take an inverted posture of your choice. So maybe plow, maybe shoulder stand, headstand, or handstand. Take one of those. I think I'm going to go with the handstand at this moment. So, whatever feels good to you. Maybe about a minute, minute and a half each for the position, for the time. Try and just be there. Being in a simple, calm space. Not pushing yourself in any one direction or another. Just let this be almost meditative for you as you move into the stillness of it. With every pose, there's always little adjustments. Like in life, there's always little adjustments, little things that change throughout your day. It doesn't change the overall, but it can if you let it. And that's one of the things. Make sure that those little things aren't pebbles that you're tripping on. There's no need to trip on pebbles. Stay focused. Focus on your goals. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your connection to yourself, to your environment, to others. But everything else should fall into place as it should. slowly begin to come out of your inverted posture, move in to whatever other closing poses you would like to take. So maybe it's just moving right into your Shavasana, allowing yourself to find a simple ease, letting everything, all the work of the practice melt away. Again, moving into your simplest state, your calmest place of being, knowing that all these efforts, all these moments, all these postures were good. They were informational. They were helping you gather knowledge of who you are, of where you are today, of what you're capable of, right? And you can always grow from there. And capability doesn't just mean poses. It also means the simple connection to what you're doing and how you're doing it and why you're doing it. Beginning to look for the why, understanding the why, understanding the now. Finding a higher sense of purpose in the now, in the present moment. Again, you'll always have your past, everything you've done to this point. You'll always have your future, everything you're going to do. Both of those play in the respective stages that they play on, but you only play in the present stage. You're only in whatever act of your life that you're currently in. Beginning to understand that, beginning to really focus on your act, on your present act, on your present stage, your present moment, your present mindset. Building a deeper connection with that. Thank you for taking the time to practice today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, wherever you are in it, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, the evening. Namaste.